Alright, man. So real quick, I'm gonna go over today's trades. So I took two trades: one trade on YM and one trade on what's it called? On GU. So hop down to the daily real quick. For YM. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't analyze the daily or the what's it called, or any other time frames. I just had a narrative for NQ that I thought NQ was gonna continue lower, and I thought the DXY was gonna bounce from this order block right here on the 15 minute, right here. As you can see, I thought it was gonna continue bouncing, and then that was gonna send YM to the ground. But apparently it didn't do that. So for YM, my drawn liquidity was obviously down here, and these relatively equal lows that you can see on the 5 minute time frame. Right here, these relatively equal lows. So on the 1 minute, um, it took out Asia high and it took out Asia low. But my drawn liquidity was still down here, and I thought that, okay, so for this market structure shift right here, as you can see, market structure shifted, boom, left a little fair value gap. This would have been the entry, but I was too focused on other things like NQ and GU, but I just never got this. Either way, I would have gotten sucked out. But this was the first entry that you could have took, and then once it broke below here at like 10:34, 10:33, 10:35, I used this as a breaker block. When it came back into here, I thought it was gonna continue to the downside to these relatively equal lows on here. But literally the minute I entered, my stops got absolutely railed right there. And yeah, I mean, I was just on the wrong side of the market for this trade. So one thing I do note is that this is a midnight open right here, 12 a.m. Price rallied above, rallied below, rallied above, and then the last time it rallied below, it shot right up and then left the entry right at the New York at the midnight open. So that would have been a nice trade if you caught that, but in real time I did not catch that. I only saw it after the fact. And then my trade for GU was this right here. So I'm not gonna lie, this trade looks kind of dumb because it's not. It doesn't really look that good now that I look back at it. But okay, so on the daily chart, it did take out sell side right here on Monday, August 14th, sell side. On the daily, same thing, but it tapped into this 4 hour civvy, so I thought that GU was going to end up going lower. And then same thing for on the 1 hour, it tapped into the consequent encroachment of the gap right there at 9 to 10 a.m.'s candle. Or no, 10 to 11 a.m.'s candle, which was right here. And then I started at 10:15, 10:30. I saw price going lower, so this is buy side right here as well. And then we also tapped into this premium right here. So I was like, okay, you can see this is premium zone right there. So I was like, okay, if I see a market structure shift on the 1 minute, that I'd be interested in taking it. And that's what it did. So it came lower. This could have been the first entry, but that didn't look really valid to me. And then when the price started to come down like this, I said, okay, it might come back into this value gap. But it got him down here, which is also okay. I was okay with weathering the drawdown, but because I thought that my narrative and bias was correct, but I guess not. And I was expecting for like the 50% level of this whole rally to get tapped into, which is like right over here. I put my take profit a little lower. But yeah, those were the two trades that I took. I think what I could have done better is looked at how the daily's reacting. I mean, you see this whole fair value gap right here that's obviously getting respected a lot. So, I mean, maybe sells weren't the right decision, I guess. Maybe I think I was just out of sync with the market today. But at the same time, this could have easily just dropped lower. It's a 4 hour civvy. So, and the same thing for EU. So for EU, it actually did take out sell side. So I was aware that EU could have drawn higher, and it did, but it just never gave a pullback literally anywhere. Even this Sibi right here, or Bissy right here, never tapped into it. This right here never gave a real like valid entry until I don't know, like up here maybe. But even this, I was looking to get into this, but instead I shorted GU. So that's another thing that I'm trying to get better at, is stop having conflicting biases. And because I was long on GU, or I was short on GU but long on EU, so that's kind of weird, right? Because they're both trading against the dollar. So I just have to be aware of that as well. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the recap today. Hope you enjoyed something out of it. Hope you enjoyed me getting absolutely fucked by the market today. So yeah, that's going to be it, and hope you enjoyed. So peace.